Why is Tesla stock up 5.46% today? There are many reasons. Let's dive in. The markets are up today, but not much. Just a little bit. So it does not explain why Tesla stock is up that much. Although if you look at EV stocks in particular, mostly they are up with one exception of BYD. And generally what's bad for BYD is good for Tesla. Turns out BYD cut prices. BYD though says price cuts were part of promotions by some dealers. BYD's Dynasty lineup has been reduced in prices and the delivery wait times have also been reduced. Compared to last year, however, further reporting showed that the cuts were actually part of promotions by some dealers in some areas, although we all know it first starts with a promotion, you test it out first, and then if it doesn't work, you cut the price. A promotion really is usually just a temporary price cut that sometimes turns into a permanent price cut. That's pretty much what happened with Tesla in December. I would like to see Charlie's face, who owns BYD, and he said he owns BYD because BYD increased prices, Tesla cut prices, but now BYD is offering these promotions. Bad news for BYD is good news for Tesla. BYD acknowledges using toxic chemical in electric buses for Japan. Also, yesterday I posted a video about rust issues that BYD is experiencing. This car is about 8 months old and only has something like 1,100 miles. Electric Viking also said that he saw or found or has heard of a few other people complaining about these rust issues as well, so it doesn't seem like it's just an isolated case. Next, this is all over, and it is not often that you will see mainstream media being positive about Tesla. Reuters is saying Tesla's German plant hits 4,000 cars per week ahead of schedule. That is 1,000 per week away from officially being at volume production. Tesla considers 5,000 units per week to be roughly where volume production really starts. And everyone's excited. Tesla economist thinks that 2 million deliveries for this year is now possible, which would be a big deal. Tom Nash is excited. Farzad is excited. Right now, just at current production rate, Tesla is already producing 1.85 million vehicles per year, and Tesla's goal is only 1.8 million for this year. It will be quite surprising if Tesla does not end up beating that initial goal. James is also excited, saying that shutdown earlier in February seemed to have worked to raise production capacity. Also remember, Tesla right now in Germany only produces the Model Y, not the Model 3. So maybe once Tesla reaches 250,000, maybe Tesla will consider adding the Model 3. Although I would imagine that would have to be the new refresh Model 3. Dylan from Electrified has a pretty good summary of the implications. And the goal is to hit 5,000 per week by end of June. It is likely that Tesla is going to be ahead of that. And each 1,000 unit weekly increase is 770 million annual gross profit. Last year, Tesla's gross profit for 2022 was $21 billion almost. So you're adding almost $1 billion to that number just by increasing the production by 1,000 per week. That is a huge deal. Also, you are increasing margins for all of these other vehicles that you are already producing. So this is a double positive. You're producing more vehicles profitably, and the vehicles that you are already producing, you will be producing more profitably. Next, Ford loses overall loyalty award to Tesla after 12 years. Gary Black is a fan of the news. Some investors here conflate our perception of what is impacting Tesla's stock price with what we believe is the truth. A divergence creates opportunities. If I felt there was Tesla brand damage, we would not have kept Tesla as our top holding for all of 2022, where it remains today. I posted this video in which Gary explains in an interview with Herbert what would make him buy not just a bit more Tesla stock, but a lot more Tesla stock. And he specifically said, having clear evidence that there has been no brand damage to Tesla would make Gary buy much more Tesla stock. There's also a bit of Twitter drama going on here. Pause and read if you like this, and then read this as well. But this might be one good step in the direction of proving that Tesla does not have brand damage, and maybe Gary will buy more Tesla stock. And Gary is a pretty good indication also of what maybe the Wall Street is going to do later, because after all, he does have a fund that he manages. And if he has a concern, certainly other fund managers have these similar concerns as well. And look at the results here. The only two categories that Tesla didn't come up on top in the study are overall loyalty to manufacturer and overall loyalty to dealer. Everything else is Tesla, 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 Tesla. Of course, Tesla does not have a dealer network, so that's why Tesla is not number one here, and Tesla only has one brand, Tesla. And also, interestingly, this is amid an overall decline in average loyalty in the auto market because, people want to switch to an EV because it's just a much better vehicle if you can charge your car at home. So naturally, everyone else is declining, especially if you don't have a compelling EV, which none of them really do. Another possibly positive boost to Tesla stock today was the potential Mexican factory, although this has becoming a little bit of a running joke now. It's supposed to be imminent, and yet it has not happened. But it appears that the Mexican president spoke to Elon. We will have more details on Tuesday, specifically what happened on that call. Tuesday meaning tomorrow. Just one day before the investor day. Maybe tomorrow we will have that factory announcement then. Also, I'm sure someone will say that Tesla stock is up because Ross Gerber decided to withdraw his intention to become a Tesla board member. Although I would say that maybe this has more of a positive boost for Tesla. He is saying that it did work out, more to come, which could be a possible indication that maybe Tesla is going to run some sort of an ad, maybe? Or Elon maybe proved somehow to Ross that he is spending more time at Tesla? It is unclear, but it would appear to me that Ross is not upset about this at all. Or another possibility could be that Tesla will invest more into PR and fighting the bad stories. Next piece of good news that is certainly good for Tesla and was not previously really known. Tesla requesting $412 million in new tax relief package approval scheduled for Thursday. This is specifically about the Nevada Gigafactory, and the size of the package, which was not previously known, which is what could be boosting Tesla stock maybe just a little bit, became public with the publishing of the car company's tax abatement application Monday morning. And here is how it will be split if you would like to pause and read the details. Next, certainly positive piece of Tesla stock news. Canada Pension Plan increases stake in Tesla to nearly 1 million shares. They did that sometime in the last quarter, but still certainly positive news. And it appears that they purchased about 600,000 shares. We also have AI predicting Tesla stock price for the end of 2023. And here are the predictions. I would take these about as seriously as technical analysis though. And of course, Investor Day is in 2 days on Wednesday, and the fear of missing out is probably kicking in for some Tesla stock investors. On Twitter, I saw this post calling for a new structure for Elon to make more money if Tesla stock goes up a lot more in the next few months and the next year or two. Certainly, I would expect some serious talks about this question. Gary Black appears to be very confident that indeed there will be no recession, pointing to Atlanta's Fed forecasting growing GDP. And this is perhaps the most surprising piece of news today. Nissan accelerates its electric vehicle strategy after realizing buyers prefer EVs. We'll see how this all plays out though. And this is the Tesla stock buying opportunity explained by Elon Musk. My name is Matt Posius. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.